Thank you for tuning in another episode of Mindfulness for Athlete, a podcast that is designed to work specifically with athletes, whether it be high school, college, or professional athlete, to improve their overall school skills and ability as they perform in their respective sport. Today's guest is none other than Joh'Barrii Badger, to whom we did a oral presentation a while back, but today I have him live in the studio. So again, welcome, Joh'Barrii. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So Joh'Barrii, you're a senior now.
Yes, sir.
And Rancho High School. But before we get to that, you had a good summer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, what was that about? I mean, talk to me about that.
Well, I'm a high school basketball player, so my day-to-day life just really revolves around basketball. So throughout, not even just the basketball season, but like throughout the whole year, I'm playing basketball. So during the summer, we was going on a bunch of trips and stuff like that. But we did pretty good this summer.
I mean, can you tell us where some of the places you went and who you played and how well what kind of summer did you have?
All right, so we went to a lot of different places, mostly on the West Coast though. We went to California, Arizona, Utah, just places like that. And then the competition level, it was there for sure. Like we played some teams were really good, some weren't as good, but I feel like the best game we played like competition wise was this one team. It had a dude that played on Team USA.
Oh, well, do you know what city was it in the state?
It was when we played in Cali. I'm not sure what team it was. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. And so, so you said you traveled between Arizona, California, and I think you also went to Seattle. Was it this summer also?
It wasn't during the summer. That was during the season.
During the season, okay, at least. So again, you get a lot of exposure, not just here. And so how would you rate the teams that are in California, Arizona versus the teams here, schools here?
Honestly, I would say that the out-of-state teams, they're a lot more like challenging than compared to the Las Vegas teams, because we've been playing Las Vegas teams. Like I grew up here, so I know everybody in the city. We all know how each other play and all that. So it's like when we go out of town, it's a lot more like competition. Nobody knows who you are, all that type of stuff.
And so you mentioned competition. So what is that like? I mean, I watch a lot of college basketball, a lot of college professional basketball, of course, as a sports psychologist. You know, I have to see, what the players and who's doing what and all. So when you say competition, is it like the motivation, or is it that the teams are a little bit better? And if so, how do you yourself, get ready for that type of challenge or competition?
So I feel like it's really both motivation and competition, because like as an athlete, you'll know, like going into the games, you'll know, oh, this is a really comp game, or you'll know, oh, this is just one of them type of games. So yeah, mostly when we was going out of town, it was very high level competition. So like to prepare for the game, I would just make sure I got down to the hotel breakfast early, try to get like a good breakfast and fruits and stuff like that, and then just go out through my day, just trying to prepare, get myself mentally ready for the game.
So I'm glad you said that. So, because I've been working with you for a little while now. So when you say mentally ready, what steps, because you get the food, you got your stomach set and all, what is it that you do exactly mentally to get ready for these games?
All right, so I search on there's this app called Baller TV. It's where you can find all the games and stuff.
Okay.
For sometimes they have our games and stuff on there too, but I just search on there the team that we're going to be playing. I try to get a little bit of game film, watch them to prepare myself for the game that we're about to play. Okay,
and so, but do you also listen to any music,
music
or
for
anything
sure,
that the brain to get your mind all ready, what have you? What about your other players? Are they doing any other members on your team? Are they doing anything similar to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you're a senior, you have some juniors and sophomores behind you. do you think they're looking up to you in terms of how do you feel about that?
You could like really see it like at practice and stuff. Like it's really, how do I put it? But like at practice, like you can tell like when they're like you're influencing someone else, because like it'd be like stuff like just even doing like line drills and conditioning and stuff. Like if you're going hard, it's going to really like inspire like everybody around you to like run hard and stuff like that.
Okay. So transition from the summer, now we're getting ready because the school season should be starting. You guys are practicing.
Our first game's on the 30th
of this month.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So you transition into that now. The practice is what, daily? But for how long is the practice? Like a couple hours a day? Hour and a half, okay. And that just consists of doing drills and layups and all those things? Okay. Are you spending any time outside of, so talk to me about that. What are we doing in order to get physically fit? And then of course, like I said, we talk relative to the mental part. What are you doing to stay fit physically to make sure the body is, is ready? Because you guys play about how many games a school year now?
I'd say close to around 30.
30 games.
Not including playoffs.
Right. So that means you have to like really be ready to avoid any possible injuries and stuff like that, right? So talk to me about what is your physical routine working out as far as getting ready for that?
Alright, so after school every day at 1:45 we have to go to the track for conditioning.
Okay.
We do 2 miles on the track, and then we have to hit those 2 miles in under 13 minutes, or else we have to do a gasser on the field. So
this is the coach that helped you do that?
Yeah, I do the conditioning, and then on my own I go to the gym and stuff and lift weights.
Okay, well, the local gym or okay. But you don't have a membership at any of these clubs or anything like that, do you?
Not well. I wanted the Y, but like it's like under my pants.
Okay. So you're getting the physical part in order, and then you're working on the mental. And so now we're getting ready on October 30th. Who do you guys start out playing first?
We play Valley High School.
Valley High School. What do you know anything about them? What do you know about them?
In the tournament, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. We had just played them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're a nice team. How did y'all do? We beat them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what division that you guys are in again? You
We're
told me
in
before.
4A.
4A. Okay. What is the competition like in 4A this year compared to last year? Have you seen anybody that stand out exceptional that you guys will be going up against at whatever school that they play on? Have you seen anybody?
There's not too many like high schools out there that like stand out to me like individually.
Okay.
I say one of the toughest teams we gotta face is going to definitely be Sierra Vista.
Oh, okay.
That's who we played them last year in the playoffs, and we lost. So we definitely gotta come.
Gotta get ready for it. Now, Canyon Springs, are they in Euro?
Yeah, they're
okay. In but what about competition compared to Sierra Vista? Are they similar to them? Because I think they won the state championship about 3 or 4 years ago. Canyon Springs, at last recall.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
if my memory serves me correctly, yes, they did. Okay, so Sierra Vista is like the team y'all gunning for. Okay, and everybody else is that you guys on equal footing with, that you feel that you guys will do well. Because last year your record was what?
I think it was 21 and like 4 or something.
21, that's not bad. A winning record season and what have you, and you are looking at to duplicate that or do it even better this year, right?
Yes, sir.
And go from the season to the playoffs. And then how far did y'all get before you got?
We made it to the second round.
Second round, okay. And how many rounds do you all go to actually potentially win the over?
I think it's 4.
4 rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's either 4 or 5.
Okay. And do they have like the seeding process, like how? Okay. And so, do you guys think you'll be seeded somewhere this time?
For sure. Last year we was first in 4A Desert.
Okay.
So we had a bye week, and then the next week that's when we played.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
So before I forget, tell the audience what position is that you play again on the for Rancho?
I play small forward. for
Small
Rancho High
forward.
School.
And I think you told me sometime that the coach put you at center too, right?
Yeah, like our team dynamic is really like positionless, so like anybody could really play any position.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So forward, you said,
Mhm.
and then sometimes center.
Yeah.
You and another player on the team. What is that like? I mean, because does that cause some kind of confusion that, you know, because you one of the asset you said is that you like besides jumping, you steal and what's the other asset?
Rebounding.
Rebound, right? So that's when that center comes in to play, right? Okay, but for the most part, it's the forward, small forward. Okay. For someone who don't know much about basketball that is listening, what's the difference between the small forward and what's the other forward?
Power forward.
Yeah. Can you break that out? Sure. What's the difference?
Well, there's not too much of a difference between them. They're really like interchangeable. Like you
Okay.
could play either one.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I'd say power forward is more like traditionally it's more like they're more like bigger,
Okay.
like stronger than the small forward.
And you are what now? 6'3".
I'm 6'3".
6'3", and you would like to get as high as 6.
I want to be like 6'5".
6'5". So you're gonna have to do a little bit more stretching
growing,
and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's great. So again, October 30th, you playing Valley or at Rancho?
It's like a little like opener type thing. So like all the games are gonna be played at Desert Pine.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 games.
Desert Pines. That is way. I'm trying to remember where that is. Desert Pines. Okay. Okay. So I put October 30th, and so do you know
November 30th.
I'm sorry. November 30th, right? I forgot because that's when the season starts for
sir.
you all in November. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be like a little tournament, you said?
It's not really like a tournament. It's more of like a opener / like showcase type of thing.
And so it starts on one day, what, 2 or 3 days?
No, it's just that one day.
Just that one day. But there are going to be a number of teams playing on it? Okay,
I think there's like 4 or 5 games that day.
All right, at Desert Pines. I'm going to
Yes,
have to
sir.
try to remember that and what have you.
I
And
can
so,
text it to you.
okay, so what kind of season are you looking to have this year?
Definitely we want to build upon last season, so we're just shooting to be better than last season.
Okay, so are you aware of any scouts, because as you in your senior year, are you aware of any scouts that might be coming out, and when do they come out, like during the playoffs, or do they even sneak in during the season to see, any like that?
Honestly, they really come whenever, but like you mostly see them during like tournaments and playoffs.
Okay, gotcha. And so last year your stats based on what you shared with me were good. What area are you looking to improve in as far as your stats this year?
I want to bring everything up because like the role that I have to step into now as a starter, I'm going from being 6th, 7th man on the bench now being a starter.
Yes.
I definitely got to bring like everything up.
Oh, your stats, okay. And you, like you said, you putting in the work physically.
Yes, sir.
You putting in the work mentally, and so I don't see anything should actually get in the way, stop you from doing that. Okay, and so from that, like I said, the scouts going to be there and all. If you had any scouts that you would like to see in the audience, from what school would you like to see that they're there that you would like to end up eventually going to?
I would love to see a UCLA scout.
UCLA?
That's my dream school.
Is
I
it?
love UCLA.
Oh, have you had a chance to visit UCLA?
Nah, but I've been to a couple colleges in the area, like UC
Okay.
Riverside and like stuff like that.
Oh, I could tell you, UCLA was one of the schools that I had inspired to go to also. It's a very big school. I mean, 30, 40, 50,000 students. I mean, on a big acre land. I mean, just to get from one part of the school to the other. I mean, if you have a class across the campus, I mean, it is best that you would try to get there, leave a half an hour or hour because the school is so there. And it is definitely a great school, and it was one of the places I wanted to go to also. So are you going to try to reach out to see that you could maybe even send some stats or something like that? You know, because right now everything you guys are doing on your phone, trying to keep track of this. Are you looking at also maybe getting some videos or something of yourself? Okay.
Yeah, I have like a whole like recruiting profile. And
okay, gotcha. So yeah, so if you maintain and keep that, you know, and send that out, you know, so UCLA is the top of your list. What are some of the other schools you're looking at would like to also get into?
I've been talking to a couple of coaches with this school in Oregon and then this other school in Iowa. Gotcha.
Okay, but again, UCLA is at the top of your list.
I would love to go to UCLA.
Okay. Have you been checking out any of their games or anything? Because the season it has started now. So have you, okay.
I've been trying to watch them on TV.
How are they looking this year?
Looking all right.
They're looking all right. So where after you watch them, do you imagine or picture yourself out there? And so. Are you seeing the players and how you see yourself now? Do you figure that you could fit in and get started just like when you ready to go?
Most definitely. I would say like it's definitely gonna be a big jump because like the level, like there's really like levels to this, like so it's definitely gonna be a big jump. But like I feel like I'm prepared and I could definitely like adapt and
make that adjustment, right? And like I shared with you before. In watching the players, not only just in high school, college, but in professional, it is that mental. And I think for the most part, if you gear and shape your mind and focus on that, and because most of the players, even in college, are around your size, right? Forward in college is probably 6'3".
Forward in college probably around like 6'4".
6'4", just a little bit, 6'5". So it's not that far from it.
Yeah.
So again. You're going to work on that, and then the mental part, if you get that ready, when you get that ready, you just, like you said, be able to make that transition and be ready to go, So, okay, so to kind of like wrap this up, what are some of your goals, other than, doing well, having a good school year, academically you're still doing good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have 3.5.
3.5, all right. Good. So it's not like you just a athlete, you're a student athlete, which is great, So quickly share with the audience, what are some of the goals that you look forward to leading up to finishing your high school, playing basketball, then getting into college? Are there some other goals that you want to work on leading up to that?
Yeah, I got a lot of goals that I want to keep up and maintain with actually, so I want to definitely keep my grades right. I got A's and B's right now. I only had 2 A's last quarter. If I could keep that or even shave it down to just 1 A for this quarter, that would be great.
Okay.
And then I definitely want to try to average a double-double. I feel like I could do that for sure.
Gotcha.
10 plus points, 10 plus rebounds.
I know.
I could definitely see
Gotcha. That. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like those two are the biggest ones.
Two of the biggest goals. Yeah. Okay. So.
And then like the like biggest goal is definitely make it to college basketball.
Gotcha, and you will.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just going to speak that into the universe and what have you, because I followed you. I had an opportunity to go attend some of the game, even though you didn't get in as much. But I'm really excited about going to see you this go around starting when it gets started, especially when you play at Rancho, So again, our studio guest is none other than Joh'Barrii Badger, who's a senior at Rancho High School here in Las Vegas. And again, you've been tuning in to Mindfulness for Athlete, a podcast that is specifically designed to work with college, high school, and professional athletes to improve their overall skills and ability when it comes to playing their respective sport. Again, my name is Mike Waller. I'm a certified sports psychologist and a clinical professional counselor. And thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for our next show.